Now, almost everybody in the sewing fandom and sewing world's heard of Mood Fabrics. Now, it's this amazing thing now. They have a booth here at New York Comic Con. They finally realized that us cosplayers spend quite a bit of money on our amazing fabrics for these costumes. And we're going to show you a little bit more of their booth. They have things from some amazing Wakandans. They have Queens of Dragons, Star-Lords, Patriotic Avengers, the final heroine we needed in Star Wars, and the little black dress we all need in our life. Hey guys, you've heard me talk so much about the amazing designers here at Nerd Fashion and Geek Culture. Well, we're here joined with one of them. Go ahead and give me a rundown of this amazing company you've built.
Well, hi, my name is Tony Kim, and welcome to Hero Within. We've been around for a couple of years now, and we started with this idea of creating sophisticated, subtle geek fashion for guys and gals, and so we launched with the Warner Brothers and DC license. We added the Marvel license. Men, women, blazers, jackets, peacoats, dresses, shirts, all kinds of things for you to wear at work, play, or events, or whatever.
Now, what is your whole outlook on this move for high-end nerd fashion?
Yeah, you know, my whole life, being a geek and nerd, everything I owned was t-shirts and hoodies. And I realized that once I grew up working in the office space and realizing that, hey, why is it that on the weekdays I have to wear like a blazer jacket, and then the weekends I have to wear, I can wear my geek side. And I thought it shouldn't have to be that way. We should be able to wear whatever we want all the time. So basically we wanted to create something that you can wear every day. Thankfully, because so many great companies out there like Her Universe and Black Milk and so many great companies that are already kind of in the same space. It's awesome to sort of be able to express our fandom anywhere, anytime, and so it's been really awesome to see how even here in New York, just so many people coming in saying like, I've always been searching for something like this to be able to wear out to all occasions, and so people are so grateful, so excited, and the response here in New York has been fantastic.
And yesterday we got a good look at your new Marvel line. Yeah. What is your favorite piece that you have coming up?
Come on, favorite piece? Well, probably. I mean, it's the Avengers bomber has been super popular. I love this Avengers bomber. We have we're coming out with the Captain Marvel piece, which I'm really excited about.
So am I.
Yeah, obviously. And then on our DC side, we have a Shazam piece coming out, which I'm really pumped about as well. So, but I love all of our pieces, and this is one of our Avengers assembled jackets, and so it's choosing your favorites like choosing your favorite kids. So it's art. So.
All right, thank you so much for talking to us. Now, where can everybody find this amazing line online?
Yeah, you can find us at herewithinstore.com, herewithin Inc. on all of our social, and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We do some specials and some promos, so definitely follow us and join our newsletter to kind of hear where we're going to be, what we're going to do, and we have a great lineup for 2019.
Hey guys, we're meeting up with my usual partner in crime, Misa Cosplay. Now you are in an original design. What are you as today?
So this dress is the character Mimikyu from the Pokemon series. He's a little ghost type Pokemon that just wants to be loved, so he dresses up like Pikachu.
Now, we've already been shopping most of the weekends, kind of why we come here, disposable income, who knew? And what did you pick up today?
So I'm very excited. So Besame Cosmetics has a booth up here in the cosplay area, which if you do not know them, they're a wonderful indie makeup company that actually does a lot of retro things and also has the official Agent Carter lipstick that she wore in the show. So naturally, me loving Peggy Carter like I do, I had to take the opportunity to actually pick some of the lipstick up, especially since it's usually sold out on their website. So now my costume is 100% screen accurate because I'm that girl.
Hey Nerd Caliber crew, I'm here with the amazing Hero Hair team, Aaron and Travis. Now, every wig is a good wig, but some wigs do the job a little bit extra. And we call those screen accurate full lace wigs. Now, Aaron, can you give a little background on what you do and why you came to work with Hero Hair?
Absolutely. So I've spent 2 decades doing wigs and makeup for theater, first off, and then film and television. When Travis and I met, he introduced me to cosplay, and we noticed a need for an elevation of the hair part of cosplays, because what we were seeing was all of these amazing, beautiful armors, gowns, you know, 3-piece suits, anything you can imagine that was done within an inch of his life, detail down to the dent, screen accurate, and the wigs we saw could be elevated to that as well. So we brought my skill set and Travis' skill set of a very long time in animation and storyboard artistry and screen accuracy. He coined the term in 1989 in Fangoria magazine. We married it, and Hero Hair was born, and here we are.
Now, Travis,
Yeah.
what is the difference between a regular lace front wig we can buy from any dealer out of China or here in the States and a Hero Hair wig?
The difference is pretty striking. The best way, the nuts and bolts of the answer of that is 95% of the lace wigs that you get on the general market are not considered actual lace at all, because they are a plastic or a plastic vinyl derivative. It's why one has the difficulty one has with things like adhering to the skin. Virtually nothing works on it in any real kind of permanent state to keep things in place, because you're using oil on oil, you're using glycerin on oil. HD film lace, or even theater lace, frankly, is all silk derivative. And you have varying stages of that silk and varying thicknesses, and the lace that we use is the absolute thinnest. Aaron likes to say it's basically the silk that comes out of the worm's butt, which I hate, but I forgive it. I also love it, but it's actually true. That doesn't mean it's fragile. It just means it goes flush with the skin. It creates the illusion. Because you have to understand, in film and television, which is also what we do, and we're getting more and more into that, those wigs go under what's called beauty budgeting, depending on the production. You have HD, you have red cam. Wigs have had to catch up to HD technology. And even then, you still have beauty budgeting where they will CGI. It's often in the actor's contract. They'll CGI out the hairlines.
More often than you would imagine.
More often than you can imagine, and you can still catch it. You can still, because we're always looking. But we try to get to the point of high-res images, and we're pretty successful, where you're not having to Photoshop or fake it or make it look like something it's not. That's why we do so much video of our wigs, because the proof is in the pudding, as it were, you know.
Now, I've seen a lot of industry professionals and big budget companies getting into the cosplay game. What do you see the future of this type of marriage coming to bring of fruit?
A lot of really passionate people taking over for a lot of really jaded and tired people.
That's a really good answer. Not that I was going to give, but that's a really good answer.
Which is what
we're trying to.
Getting. I work in film and television. Travis has a background in the industry,
Yeah.
but what we've found has grown our company more than anything, besides all of the research, all of the work we do to keep ahead of the game, is the passion that is driven by it, that drives it by the cosplayers.
Yeah. I also see, and I've seen this, and if you are a member of fandom, and so am I, and it's across the board. You see the marrying of the artistic technologies of fandom and professional craftsmanship in production. Mm-hmm. 2 examples would be The Force Awakens. The Droid Builders Club, who started as a fan base, ended up building the droids for The Force Awakens. On the Indiana Jones forums, Adventure Build was a fan-based hat company that Lucasfilm found and said, hey, do you want to build the hats for whatever your feelings on Crystal Skull is? Kick them with the Crystal Skull.
And of course, Legion M.
Oh, and Legion M.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the first, sorry David Baxter, you have the first fan-owned media production company that is now they are investing in movies. They have a huge movie called Mandy Out. It's getting rave reviews. It's got off the charts.
It was a straight-to-video movie that theaters are now like put it in our theater.
So, nerds shall inherit the earth.
Yeah.
Okay, before I let you guys go, what project that you've worked on with Hero Hair has been your favorite wig you've made?
Gresham. Sorry.
That you have put on a fan? that you have put on some poor nerdy cosplayer who came out to find you?
I'm going to let you take half of this, but the lock stock answer to this, because we get this question a lot, is they all are.
I mean, I'm like crying now.
We
left the chair,
cry.
you know?
Oh, we're gonna find him later.
Look, Hero Hair is our baby, and we don't have children. We're not planning on having them, and we often say this. It is very much a birthing process when people sit there and witness a crowning. I'm getting emotional. We witness a crowning because we step back from being the purveyors of what we do, and we watch this transformation, and we watch them realize this transformation. Every single one of these wigs, and we tell this to our clients time and time again, is as important and as awesome and awe-striking to us as the last. Do I have a favorite personally? Yeah, Captain Jack Sparrow. Because
also probably the most amount of hours and the most like reworking and rework. Yeah,
that thing was architecture to figure out. Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming to talk to us. Now, you guys can always find them on herohair.com.
And Official Hero Hair on Instagram, which is how we built our entire company, or Facebook, also Official Hero Hair. And Twitter is OFCL Hero Hair. Thank you for watching. We are Legion. We are nerd.
Okay, guys, now make sure you check them out because I'm always a big purveyor of a high-end cosplay and bringing everything up another level. So please look them up, and we're going to go on to our next interview. Hey guys, if you've seen our previous episodes about Behind the Scenes, all about jewelry and fashion, you probably know a little bit about our current guest. What's Your Passion Jewelry's been seen on me and so many other amazing cosplayers out there. And I'm joined today by Avatar. Now, what is your role with What's Your Passion Jewelry?
I'm actually the CEO and co-owner. My brother and I are, I guess, the Bobsy twins, in a funny way.
I'm hoping in a funny way. Now,
Majestic unicorn.
He is a majestic unicorn. Now, I love that you guys are now turning jewelry into a higher end fandom piece. What is your favorite thing you've made so far within your jewelry line?
That's kind of tough because I'm partial to my Guardians ring. This one was my design, and I love that it has the crest and then the body of the Milano wrapping around the entire ring. Yeah. That one's been a bit of a fan favorite. And then our newest piece is Stormbreaker, which I have on the silver and gold version. This one's based on studio schematics and the prop from Infinity War. So we had a lot of fun with this one.
Now, what divides you guys from your average lower cost jewelry item you can find at a convention?
Well, ours is officially licensed, and we take pride in all of the detail and the quality, also the Easter eggs. All of our product is made in the United States. It's sterling silver. Certain pieces have either rhodium or liver of sulfur, a layer of 18 karat gold, or they're hand enameled. I mean, everything, even to our chains and our boxes, everything's made here. So.
And one thing that I love about you guys is you guys tap into that collector's item thing. And as somebody with disposable income now that we're adult nerds, is that I have disposable income, so do many of our followers. How did you come about this idea of packaging it like a display item?
Well, my brother and I, we grew up with all of the Marvel movies and all the different fandoms. So we wanted something that kind of combined what we love with what we do. And growing up in the jewelry business, packaging is a huge aspect of it. So we wanted something that people, when they weren't wearing it, they could kind of show off who they relate to or who they look up to.
Now, are you excited to see so many cosplayers now incorporating your jewelry into their costumes?
Yes. That's been so much fun, and for 2019 we're really excited to kind of expand into our earring collection, some smaller pendants too, especially that are more female oriented, and of course Captain Marvel. Can't wait for that one.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget to check them out at whatsyourpassionjewelry.com, and you can see even more items you guys now sell on Amazon.
We're on Amazon, and we're also talking to a couple other big distributors.
Okay guys, look forward to amazing things out there, and we'll go ahead to our next interview. Switching tactics here, guys. I want to talk to Jason Laboy, one of our favorite cosplay photographers. Now, Jason, here at New York Comic Con, what is your favorite type of cosplay to see?
Oh, that's you put me on the spot there. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
All right. So here's the funny thing about it. I'm all decked out in Marvel, but I'm actually a DC fan at heart. So earlier there was a Doomsday cosplay out here that was very well done. I had him facing off against a classic Superman that looked like from the comic book edition. Overall, It's a tough question because I love all the characters, but it's just the different takes and variations on it. But I think I gravitate to the characters I love the most. So DC or dark comic book characters I really love. Anime's okay for me, but I'm more towards the comic book area and the darkness of that type of scene.
Now, as a cosplay photographer, what type of photos do you like to take the best? Like the more telling a story or more portrait?
It varies. In a situation like this, if you want to pan the camera, you cannot really tell a story with a shot here. So you would have to take a portrait shot overall in order to, just separate the subject from the background. And what I tend to do is I tend to shoot low and high, to an upward angle. So then from there, the crowd that's walking behind won't appear in the shot. So it separates them. So when someone shares the image, it's just that person in the image and not a bunch of little blobby heads in the background. So yeah, something like this would just mostly focus on portrait type shots.
And what I like to ask every photographer, what equipment are you using this weekend?
I have 3 camera bodies with me. I'm using the Nikon D810 at the Marvel booth. Then I have my D7100 where I shoot for the floor stuff like statues and the figures. And then I have my 3rd body, which is the Fuji X-T2, which is just quick run around, see something, shoot real fast, and then stuff. But majority of the work is done on this because when it comes to Marvel, I have to give them a great image. So I have to use my over-reliable here, which is falling apart. And
it's well loved.
Yes, it's shown its age for sure.
Now, I've been following your Instagram stories this weekend, and you've gotten to see a lot of the show floor a lot of us haven't been able to see. What have you seen available here this weekend on the floor that you're most impressed with?
In terms of like figures or just
figures?
Anything?
Figures.
I do a lot of figure photography, so I love the SH Fig Arts. The fact that they have great articulation, and I'm able to tell a little story with that figure alone. So I could take that figure, like a Spider-Man figure in the city of New York, and then just make it appear like he's climbing on a building. Or same thing like I did with the Ninja Turtles, with the NECA Ninja Turtles. I would say that the Fig Arts are my favorites because they have the Infinity War figures, they have some Dragon Ball figures.
I saw those. And what are you doing here at New York Comic Con? What's your role this weekend?
I'm a photographer for Marvel, so I'm shooting the Marvel booth for all 4 days, every festivities and everything that takes place at the booth, I'm photographing it. So today we had the Runaways on stage. Tomorrow we'll have Marvel's Daredevil for the Netflix series season 3. Then on Sunday we will have The Gifted on stage.
Okay, now where can all of our amazing subscribers find you on social media?
It would be Jason Laboy Photography. I keep it really simple. You won't see my face. You'll see a watermark. I do not like promoting myself. It's the brand. I share photos and not more so myself. I keep to the stories of my face. Everything on my profile will mostly be the photos I take.
All right, thank you so much for talking to us, and we'll see you guys later. All right, thank you guys so much for coming along in this adventure of New York Comic Con. We hope to see you out next year, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that little bell so you can always get the notifications when we put more things up. And also, please, 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 please let us know what you wanted to see us cover next. All right, guys, have a good day.